Come into a comfortable sitting position. Easy sit cross-legged. Taking a deep breath in and out. So on day 57, we explore the split challenge while I was attending a community class at a yoga studio here in Nairobi. So today I'm going to nominate 2 people, having forgotten to nominate one yesterday. So take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. 2 more breaths here. Just arriving into your mat. It's a new week. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste, yogis.
It's Goga, kinda like yoga. 2 years in the game, 78 postures later, it is clear hip openers are the big boys or girls in yoga. From sitting ones, lunges, squats, goddesses, hamstring stretchers, including the inversions. With this foundation, I'm convinced that we are ready to take a 90-day journey towards the mother of them all. They call it hanumanasana, monkey, or as most of you know it, the splits. Enjoy the ride.
So come onto tabletop. So planting your hands on the mat, your knees under your hips, and then gently slide your hands forward, melting the chest towards the floor into puppy dog pose. You can rest your chin or your forehead on the ground. Ideally, you want to keep your knees under your hips, but you can modify it this way because sometimes it can be a bit intense. Very good stretch just to get the shoulder sockets open here, and also bringing in, waking up the spine technically. So day number 58, we're going to focus on a number of stretches, and we're going to try a series of splits. Walk the hands back, coming back onto tabletop, and then from here, so that you can tuck your toes under, lift up into downward facing dog, giving those hamstrings a bit of a stretch, waking up the arms, the shoulders, melt your chest towards the thighs, exhaling and inhaling. You can bend your knees slightly if it's too much, just to melt your hips a little bit more, and then straighten the knees there. Inhale, exhale. Sweep your right leg up, and then bring it between your hands, coming into low lunge. And then from here, so that you can take ninja squat. So you want to find ninja squat on the left knee here, trying to balance here, bringing your hands to your heart center, lengthening the spine, gazing forward, engaging the core, feeling the stretch of the right hamstring, flexing the toes towards your body, and then so that you can find extended side angle on the right leg. So press your right hand down or on your knee, and then so that you can reach the left hand above your ear, feeling that nice side stretch. Otherwise, you can keep it up. So that you can take a bind and slide that hand under your right hip crease as you find a deep twist here, gazing up towards the ceiling, or gaze forward if it's too much on your neck. Then so that you can take peaceful warrior, sliding your left hand back, right hand up, and then windmill your hands down, find your way into plank, lower down into chaturanga, and then from here, open the chest, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Exhale, exhale. We do the same thing on the other side. Sweep the left leg up, come into low lunge from here. And then when you're ready, find skandasana, or the pose of war, on the right knee, ninja's pose. And you can even get dramatic here by opening your wings out like a ninja. And then stay here for 3 to 5 breaths here, finding balance here. Or you can bring your hands to your heart center, flexing the toes, rebend the knee, find extended side angle on this side. So you can place the left hand just outside the left foot, and then stretch the right hand up, gaze towards the thumb, so you're drawing lines here, so that you can find peaceful warrior once again, feeling that side stretch on the entire left side of the body. Then bring your left hand down again in extended side angle, then slide your right hand across your back, bringing it to the left hip crease. This gives you a nice twist on the torso. You can gaze forward, just relax your neck, or gaze up towards the sky as you find a twist. Inhaling and exhaling. Hold it here for a bit. One more, breathe in. And then so that you can take peaceful warrior once again. And then so that you can take your hands down on the ground, coming into plank. And then chaturanga. Upward facing dog, open the chest. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathing in and out. Bend your knees so that you can step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale so that you can bow forward, grabbing the backs of the calves. Extended mountain pose, find a back bend maybe. Exhale, dive in, fold forward. Bend your knees, find chair pose, taking your hands alongside the ears, gazing forward. Tucking your tailbone in, sinking your hips even lower. And then so that you can take your hands behind your back, coming into half chair. Lifting the heels off the ground like we did on day number 56. Hands to your heart center. You're going to find revolved chair. So you can start by twisting towards left first, but ideally I want us to twist towards the right side of the body. So take your hands into chair pose, hands towards center, twist towards the right. Keep pressing those prayer hands as you rotate your chest towards the back, gazing forward or up towards the sky as you sink your hips a little bit lower. Revolved chair. Bow forward. Inhale and exhale. Now, gently, so that you can interlace your hand behind your head. Let me just give you a front view here. And then inhale, halfway lift, exhale, bow forward. This is a very good stretch for the hamstrings. So keep melting the upper body more as you interlace your fingers behind your head. Dropping the head even lower. Here, keep pressing that lower body more towards the thighs. And hold it here for about 30 seconds and then gently release the hands forward. Now from here, halfway lift, flat back, look forward, and then so that you can take the left leg back, open the chest, coming into low lunge. Drop that knee down and so that you can come into full splits, but with a modification. So we're not going to do it fully, so just see that the split is this early in the practice. Split on the right side, hanumanasana. You can kiss your knee here just to be able to welcome the hamstrings. This is very intense. My hips are still very far from the ground because I've just started the practice. I've not done adequate warm-up, but we'll see that in the next couple of postures. Hold it here for a bit and then see whether you can gently find your way into plank. Lower down into chaturanga and then open your chest into upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Create that V. You can bend one knee at a time here, just to be able to release. Bend your knees, travel to your hands. You can hop to the top of the mat. Come into halfway lift, have a flat back. Exhale, bow forward. Now from here, we are going to do the same thing that we did on the right side. Extended mountain pose, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. So that you can come into chair pose, bending those knees, squeezing the knees towards each other. Raising the hands up towards the sky, and then when you are ready, bring your hands to your heart center. You can twist towards the right side first and then come back into chair and twist towards the left. Keep pressing those hands here, placing those triceps on your thigh as you sink your hips a little bit lower. Keep pressing those prayer hands a bit more as you rotate the chest more towards the back. Keep sinking the hips lower. Bow forward. Now from here, we are going to do the same action on what we did on the other side. So now bring your hands behind your neck or your head and then so that you can fold forward. So you keep pressing the head down towards the thighs as you melt the chest a little bit more to meet your knees. Feeling that nice gentle hamstring stretch here. It's a very gentle way of working the hamstrings. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, exhale. One more breath, fill up. Release those hands down on the ground. And then from here, halfway lift, flat back. Then so that you can take your hands down, take your right leg back, coming into low lunge. You can drop the knee down. And then from here, let's say that you can find split on the left side. So wiggle the left leg. Slide the back knee very slowly, move very slowly and with intentionality, don't force it. and then so that you can sink the hips a little bit lower. And then you can support your hands. If you have a block, feel free to rest your hands on a block and just stay here. You don't need to go all the way to the ground. Just freeze here for a bit. Give that left hamstring that bit of stretch. You can give that knee some love. Oof. And then so that you can take a vinyasa, finding where we're into plank, and then find low push-up or chaturanga. Open the chest into up dog, downward facing dog. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Bend your knees, gaze forward, travel to your hands. Coming into halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Now from here, sweep your hands up, open the chest, exhale, bow forward. Chair pose once again here, lift up, and then see whether you can bring your hands to your heart center once you're already in this particular chair pose. Taking revolved chair towards the right side. Now from here, I want you to delicately, so that you can take the left leg back, come into twisted crescent warrior. Keep lifting your chest up here as you rotate your chest open. Then bring your hands down here, open their chest, inhale, and then on the next exhale, see whether you can straighten that right leg. And then so that you can crawl your hands towards the back a bit, pressing your hands down on the ground, feeling that nice stretch on the right hamstring. It's as if you're going to set up for fallen flamingo or the humble flamingo posture. You can drop your head towards the knee. Yeah, and just stay here for a few seconds. And now I'm ready to nominate my 2 people I feel should participate in the challenge. Gently release by rebending that knee and then spring forward into a fold. Halfway lift, flat back, exhale, bow forward. Now from here, again, we are going to so that you can step the left foot back slightly, straighten the right leg, open the chest, exhale, bow forward, coming into pyramid pose. Feeling that nice juicy stretch on the entire right hamstring. Pyramid pose, so you can see my legs are created like some sort of a pyramid shape here as you bow forward. And just stay here bowing towards the front leg. So my nominees for day number 58 are Puriville, these are my amazing Kenyan sister based in Germany, and Lobito, Kenya. Rebend that knee, find your way into star pose, and then from here you're going to take wide-legged forward fold. Press your hands down on the ground, take your feet even as wide as possible, pressing your hands there. You can either gaze forward or just stay here. Otherwise, you can keep even taking the hands, towards the back, and take the feet even wider. You can even bend your elbows slightly as if you're going to bring your head down. I will advance this in a few. So just keep melting your chest more. Inhaling, feeling that nice hamstring stretch. Then slowly reduce the distance between your legs. Sweep your hands up. Palms reaching tall overhead. And then from here, bring your hands alongside your body. Now turn the left leg forward. Rebend the knee, coming into full split on this particular side. So keep stretching and see what hanumanasana looks like now on the left side. Again, keep supporting yourself with your hands. Again, you can always get a block here. Keeping the chest straight because you want the weight of the chest on top of the hips. So Puriville and Lobito, I wish you luck. I'm sure you're more than capable. They are currently doing fitness challenges as well. Gently release so that you can find your way into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Bend your knees, jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back, look forward. Exhale so that you can bow forward. Next posture, chair pose. I know I've done a lot of chair poses today. So extended mountain pose first. Fold forward just to give those hamstrings a stretch, and then lift up into full chair pose. Sinking the hips a little bit lower while you're in your chair pose. Tucking your tailbone in to keep that spine straight. Hands to your heart center. Take a twist towards the left side. Keep rotating your chest open, and then when you're ready, see whether you can take the right leg back, coming into revolved crescent warrior. And stay here, keep rotating your torso even up as you find a twist here. Now bring your hands down, straighten the entire left leg, feeling that juicy stretch now on these hamstrings here. And you can take your hands back And then drop your head even more towards the knee. And so that you can press your palms down if it's there for you. If not, it's perfectly fine. You can always get a block to bring the floor closer to you. And just linger on here for about 30 seconds, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. Release the posture. Then so that you can bring your legs back together. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale so that you can find pyramid on the other side. So I'm going to take my left leg slightly behind, trying to create a pyramid with my legs here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. So you can feel now the stretch on the right hamstring, and then so that you can take even the right leg back, so that you can find that pyramid shape. I'm just trying to widen, feeling that stretch on the entire left hamstring. Inhaling and exhaling. Bowing forward, inhaling and exhaling. From here, take star pose, hands reaching above your head, and then see whether you can bow forward, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Now I want us to take our legs as wide as possible, probably wider than the first wide-legged fold we did. Keep pressing those hands down on the ground. Wide-legged forward fold is very good. Just prepare the hips for like a middle split. And now so that you can bring your forearms down. So this actually, you're deepening the posture. And you take your legs even wider, feeling that nice stretch on the inner thighs. And then from here, press your hands down, reduce the distance between your legs, and then see whether you can find the split on the right side. Just transition very beautifully. Keep sliding the back knee more as you reach the right leg. So you see, the more you keep working out, the more the hips come even lower towards the ground. Now this looks slightly different than the first one we did at the beginning of the practice. Again, you can give your knee some love here as you use that weight, distributing the weight of the torso on top of the hips. And then from here, we're going to take a vinyasa, pressing your hands, come into plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Then find your way into a comfortable sitting position, coming into dandasana or the stick posture. And then from here, take Janu Shirshasana. So you want to bend your right knee, taking seated triples. Then bring your left hand on your right knee, take your right hand back, find a twist here. You can see even from the creases of my shirt, there's a twist happening. So these are very good posture just to bring mobility into the spine. And then gaze towards your right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling. So you want to keep pressing this right knee down. And you're doing it very gently, just to be able to ease. These are some of the last postures we are doing for today's practice. Inhale and exhale. So you want to hold this for about 60 seconds or a minute. And out. And then gently release, coming back to center. So that you can place your hands by the sides of your hips. Plant both your feet on the ground into spine bent knees. And then from here, so that you can straighten out the right leg, bend your left knee, press that knee down on the ground. So you're going to take a twist towards the other side. So place your right hand on the left knee, and then the left hand is behind you. And then find a twist gazing towards your left shoulder. So you'll notice that the more you keep bringing the left hand more towards your torso, the more the torso remains straight, and you're able to deepen the twist as you keep pressing that right hand on the left knee. And just hold it here for about 30 seconds or even more, finding a twist here. Again, you can see from the back of my shirt, there are creases here. This means I've actually executed a twist. My spine is twisting towards that general direction, bringing in the creases on the shirt. And just stay here, inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Exhale, turn your torso back to center. Draw your knees together, placing the feet to the ground. Stay here for a bit. Then slowly lower your back down to the ground. And then hug both knees towards your chest. We're going to do spine twist. This is our last posture today. So draw both knees towards your chest. And then when you're ready, drop them towards the right side, gaze towards the left. And you want to stack your knees on top of each other as you find a twist, placing both shoulders down on the ground as you gaze towards that left shoulder. You can open your hands out towards the side, hug both knees towards your chest, drop them towards the left, gaze towards the right. So you can see how my right shoulder is down on the ground, and then I'm holding the knees into place with the opposite hand. It's very good just to ease any pressure on the lower back. Hug both knees towards your chest, straighten both legs forward, and take Shavasana. Deep rest. And stay here for about a minute. Namaste. Bye, guys.